Imagine this. You are on your own on your deathbed. There's no one around you. You have no friends, no family, no one to see you off into the afterlife. You're just by yourself. You're a hardworking man or woman, but you didn't really have the time to keep relationships. You didn't really have the time to maintain friendships also because you've been living life as a lone wolf all through the years. And one of the downfalls of being a lone wolf is that you start to lose touch with people. When you're always thinking about yourself, thinking about me, I don't trust nobody. I'll rather do things on my own because I'm tired of depending on other people because people disappoint me. You start to develop this type of cold mindset, this cold mentality against the world because I'm sure that when you were younger, you were emotional. You wanted the world to care for you, but because the world didn't care for you, now you don't care about it. Let's be real. This world is cruel. This world is cold, but it's not for us to become cold to ourselves. You know, it's fine. We have been betrayed. We have been taken advantage of. We have been made fun of, but we can't allow those traumatic experiences to shape our reality because not everybody is like those people that were responsible for how you feel back when you were a child. You see what I'm saying? So, being a lone wolf, yeah, although it is very good to be one because you build grit, you build toughness, you learn to be self dependent, you learn to be resourceful, you learn to love your own space and handle yourself being on your own. Because when it comes to even relationships, yeah, not many are able to be on their own. They always have to have someone with them as a crutch. But with you and myself, we have built up the force and the tenacity to be independent, being able to live in our own space, live on our own, strive for better on our own, and we can stand on our own. So no matter what happens, we are always comfortable to be on our own. And it's a good thing. However, if you keep living life as a lone wolf, yeah, you are also going to find yourself to be vulnerable. Let's be real. A person who is alone, there's always going to be vulnerability because even in the animal kingdom, whenever a predator seeks out a prey, they'll always strike when the prey is alone. Like when a lion catches a zebra, he doesn't strike a zebra when the zebra is in a herd of other zebras. He finds the zebra on his own and then strike. That's why there's always some type of saying that like if you're a lady, for instance, you shouldn't go out and be on your own at 11 o'clock at night. Or if you're on a date and a man is sincere, oh, let me walk you home. Let me take you home after a nice dinner that we had together. You know, it's not because of the guy's a stalker or the guy's senile in the mind. It's because he cares and he understands that in this world there's a lot of wicked people, and therefore it is better that you get home with someone to accompany you than for you to get home by yourself because anything can happen. We got a lot of stalkers out there and wicked people out there, and wicked people, they strike when people are on their own. And that's the thing, when you are a lone wolf, you are vulnerable because you can be taken out, and that's what we don't want to find ourselves in. So I encourage you guys to always go out there and network with people because it is something that I have to do as well. Because even in the beginning of time, when I was much younger and I was more friendly with people, I always had the wrong end of the stick. And I'm not here to play victim, but I understand that they gave me a cold taste of humanity. Like men are deceitful, women are cunning. It gave me a bad perception of people. It turned my heart cold, basically. It's like I didn't care for people. I didn't care for life. I didn't really have any feelings, to the point that now, once you become emotionally numb, it's going to affect your friendships and relationship later on. Because if you're not able to connect with people emotionally, you're not going to keep that relationship for that long, to be honest. And you need to be able to intertwine with people. You need to be able to network with people. You have to, because that's how God shaped the world. Because the world has been shaped where a man cannot live alone. We have to intertwine and engage with people out there so that we can be able to get to our goals, because that's the way life is made. You see what I'm saying? So I know that there's been a lot of social media. There's been a lot of truths about being a lone wolf and being a stoic. That's all good and true, but there's a vulnerability. You start to lose a sense of connection with people. And those who have lived life as a lone wolf all their life, they have ended up dying on their own. And that is the worst type of place you want to be in, because life is meaningless if you're not able to celebrate your success with people. Life is meaningless if you're not able to pass on something that you have learned or built all your life to give to the next generation. It's meaningless. And and I know, because of what we have all gone through, because of trauma, because of disappointment, betrayal, is giving us a bad taste in our mouth. And it's like we just shut ourselves off from the world. Like, to hell with people, to hell with them. I'm cool by myself. I'm doing my own thing. I don't bother anybody. And yes, it's true. Sometimes being a lone wolf keeps you away from trouble, and it keeps you away from being at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, you avoid trouble, and it's a great thing. But then again, too much of that is like, when it comes to certain conversations among people, let's say there's a group of people that are having conversations about making money. You are meant to be in that group of people. But because you live life as a lone wolf, you miss out on the information that is being shared. So with you as a lone wolf, you have to grind and scrap for that information, whereas you could have got that information in just 2 minutes. You see, you start to miss out on certain things, miss out on certain gems, miss out on certain investment opportunities, miss out on certain business opportunities, and so forth. So it's always good to mingle with people and learn the game and learn the rules of life. You can get to where you want to go at a much quicker rate than doing things by yourself, because you can only get so far alone. So I would recommend that you get out there, try your best, and eventually God is going to give you your chance to meet with someone who's like-minded, and you can build something together, whether it be through a marriage relationship or through a business deal or through anything. It is very important that you get out there. I strongly encourage you guys that, whatever you're going through in life, don't let the issues of your past stop you from becoming who you are. And I know that if you got to go out there, you got to go through disappointment, you got to be betrayed, you got to be, it's got to discourage you. But then again, you have to keep going. Keep going. This is humanity. The world is a dark place, but then again, it's life. You put up with stuff that you don't want to put up, but it's part of life. At least you have built thick skin and you're comfortable in your own space. So whatever happens, you know how to handle yourself because you've mastered it. And even if you go through any problems, just pray and forgive and forget and keep moving, and life will go on. That's it. Life is only but short. You all gotta die one day, so don't be a lone wolf. Don't end up as the guy or as the lady who died being on their own. Don't be that person. Persevere and get out there and maintain and build on friendships and relationships. God bless you all and take care.